our good friend Kari Lake, broke news on this show about her plans for her political future. Now headlines are confirming her plan is set in motion. Go, Kari. Kari filed paperwork to run in Arizona for the Senate, and she is a fierce supporter, close ally of all things MAGA and President Trump. She's expected to officially announce her run at a rally on October 10th. Her entrance into that race, and of course we'll be covering that here on RAV, will likely shake up the contest for the Senate seat held by Senator Kristen Sinema, who switched her party affiliation from Democrat to Independent in December. Kari Lake reportedly met with several GOP senators this week, including Lindsey Graham, John Cornyn, and Ron Johnson. We look forward to seeing how this all plays out. And joining us now is Gateway pundit reporter Jordan Conradson, who has been following the Lake campaign and is a trusted media source for Kari. Those words come directly from Kari to me, and we are honored to have you on today. Jordan, thank you so much for being here. Now, tell us about this announcement. What don't we know?
Gina, thank you for having me on. I'm not sure that there's much we don't know. There's definitely some news coming out after she somewhat made the announcement. She hasn't made the announcement yet, but with the fact that there is candidate filings coming out in the news, she's basically already announced it, except we're just waiting for Tuesday. Interesting. Last night, I was able to talk to Abe Hamadeh at an exclusive interview. He endorsed Kari Lake for Senate in 2024. And also, I saw a pretty great video of Kari Lake going after one of her upcoming Senate opponents in 2024, Democrat Rep. Ruben Gallego. It's going to be one of the most interesting things about this race, in my opinion, is we're going to see something we haven't seen before here in Arizona, which is a three-way Senate race with an independent involved. We're also going to have this no labels party on the ballot. So it's unclear right now if Kyrsten Sinema is going to run as an independent, if she's going to run as no labels, or quite frankly, what no labels is going to do for the Senate. So if there's going to be a fourth or...
As the rightful governor of the state of Arizona, as we know Kari actually is, she could have really stopped illegal immigration on the border, and she pledged to, which is the reason why they stole that election from her. As Senator Lake, Jordan, can she be that effective?
Not on the level she would on the local level as a governor, where she can build the wall, be the state's executive to take over that responsibility. However, in the Senate, I do trust that Kari Lake, she's been in Arizona for decades. She knows the issues on the border. She is committed to fighting for it. That was one of the biggest issues on her gubernatorial campaign, was the border and the radical left, Joe Biden, what he's doing, leaving our southern border open. The fact that Katie Hobbs, the Democrats, Chris Mays, who also stole the election, they're not enforcing the law. They don't want to enforce the law. They want to leave that border wide open because it brings them more voters for 2024. And that's another concern we have is with Democrats in charge. We've got a former cartel attorney running the elections in Arizona. We've got a corrupt attorney general who really hasn't even been a litigator, right? She's never really gone to court. She's not really a real attorney. Real attorney general, at least. And then, of course, our governor is a Soros-funded crook who stole the election, can't put a sentence together, campaigned from the basement, much like Joe Biden. So those are two issues we're looking at in 2024, is the border and election integrity. We see what they're trying to do with President Trump. We'll see what they try to do to Kari Lake, who has spoken out about the election and had felony charges threatened against her by state officials before.
Yeah, we know they're going to try to steal it. You have to run a side-by-side campaign. You have to run a campaign for Senate, and then they're going to have to run an entire election integrity effort that is going to have to be on basically every single level, right? From lawyers to poll watchers, all the way around. It's going to be interesting. We know you'll be covering it. Jordan, we appreciate your honest work. What an honor to be considered one of the most trusted journalists out there by Kari Lake herself, who I really do hope and pray will be the next senator from Arizona. Thank you for being here.